This video is brought to you in association with Thrustmaster. Click on the link below and check out more of the Thrustmaster range. Hello viewers and welcome to our first gameplay on the channel of F1 2015. Well, it's been delayed by a month and of course now being shown at E3, and there's been very limited gameplay, just the very short clips we've seen so far, which made some people wonder if there'd even be further delays. But it's great to see the game finally appearing here. You can see it's really come along nicely and it's great for people to try it at the show. So we saw it a few months ago. We're looking at the Mexico circuit here, and it's going to be driven by the principal designer of F1 2015, Lee Mather here. He's going to be racing his way from the line then, and this is the first time looking at the circuit for me. I can't remember the old circuit very well, so going to be a nice long start finish straight. It means lots of potential action into turn one. Could be the scene of a few accidents this year, and certainly outbraking. Depends how well DRS is balanced as well through those first few corners as cars get up to speed. So expect lots of jostling on lap one. See it modelled here, nicely modelled. Codemasters do a good job in terms of modelling but also optimization, so I'm sure this will run well on all formats. I know they're aiming for 60 frames on the consoles. We'll wait and see if they manage that, but certainly judging by some of the footage we've seen, they're doing a good job so far. I'm not certain what format this is running on here, but my assumption is that it's the PS4. Once I know more and I confirm that, I'll update it in the description, so do keep your eyes open on that one. And there'll be other F1 2015 coverage coming up on the channel, as Lee driving the Williams of Valtteri Bottas attempts to overtake the Sauber. Marcus Ericsson unable to do it there. You saw his wheels locking up under braking as we go into this complex, going wide, not on the line. That compromises his exit and onto what was the old final corner, only half of it now. Obviously they've cut that corner down in terms of safety, and down this long main straight. So a really interesting lap, very different to many of the other new circuits we have, because it's actually an old circuit that's been amended, which means it's still got some character to it. Not so much in the way of undulation though. Certainly we'll have to see how the new cars attack it. There's a lot of sections here where he's struggling to get the car in, so a lot of direction changes there, a reasonable speed. And then we have this high speed section, a nice long straight. The audio has been improved, the physics have been improved. I mean, there's loads of improvements this year, and I'm looking forward to trying it out more myself. Obviously we had a quick run in wet conditions at Singapore, which looked much better than it did last year. Lots of new lighting and rain effects, and of course with the new physics, you were able to push the car a lot more and correct the car as well. And you'll notice in all of these videos you'll see Lee correcting the car and able to keep control, especially through some of the slower corners as we come back up. Nice direction changes through there into the complex. Again, understeering on entry, not getting his apex. Again here you want to be really tight on that apex. He's going probably a little bit wide, but either way getting it together. And you can see the back end stepping out there again. Lots of wheel spin, but again able to control it. You know, that's something that they've really got in there now, is the ability to control that wheel spin. He's not pulling away, but he's certainly holding his position at the moment as he goes into the third lap of this run, being overtaken there by Force India, looking for an opportunity. So Valtteri is struggling in this Grand Prix, unable to make up ground in his Williams, and we'll be seeing how they get on at Austria this weekend. But either way, it was a nice opportunity to see it being run with a wheel. It's very comfortable to play with a wheel, felt very intuitive. Certainly a lot more going on in terms of the simulation than we've had in previous titles, and I think that's across the board as well when you look at what Codemasters are doing with Dirt Rally as well. You know, sometimes when you add something that's a bit more realistic, it's a bit more intuitive. Love this high speed section, nice control over the curbs there, really nice flowing corners. So this is certainly a circuit I'm looking forward to. And visually, you know, obviously it's all there, all the stands, the buildings, the constructions. It's really nice to see it all running nice and smoothly. So all round looking solid as he loses several places on this final lap. Certainly struggling through that complex, but either way an enjoyable run. And then he comes around that final corner, and we'll be seeing more runs from him as he gets taken out across the line. Goodness me, pile up. And now we just have a very brief look at some of the replays. We've got some different replay footage from the game. We're going to look at that on a separate video, just different clips of replays. Obviously this hasn't been on TV yet, so we don't know all the TV camera replays, but I can tell you that from what I've seen, especially with Monaco, they were using all the official TV cameras from what I could see. We're going to look at those in a future video, but really nice to see. You can see all the way down the straights now, and you know, I think Circuit of the Americas is a good example where you see the full replay of the cars coming down long straights. You know, there'll be a few scenes, no doubt, that here and there where they cut it, but on the whole, the replays are much more dynamic, much more as you'd expect on TV. Generally, though, you wouldn't see swinging cameras so much as cameras at ends of straights, but it's nice to see the different layout they've got here and the detail. Always improving every year on the car models and everything else. So overall then, nice first impressions, nice to see it running there, and we're going to be checking out some more F1 videos in the next sort of coming days. Lots coming up on the channel, but as ever, there'll be more from me very soon.